Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, what we're going to be doing is, well, we're going to be working on the fuselage of our 777X-200ER. So with that said, let's go ahead and get right into the video. So guys, last episode on this series was made by Mr. Orca. He did the cockpit, which looks pretty good, but there are a few flaws. I mean, obviously, because it's a work in progress. So it looks like a few flaws I could point out right here would be these buttons right here. You'd have to get up out of your seat, but it's totally fine. All you have to do is just move them down a block. So yeah, what we're going to do this episode and what we're going to cover is we're going to be doing the fuselage. We're going to be working on the back half of the fuselage, and hopefully we can get that done and get that laid out. So yeah, with that said, let's go ahead and enter build mode. Okay guys, now that we're in the build zone, we're going to go ahead and simply start with the fuselage rear. So let's go ahead and select this a little bit, let's copy this, and let's press new vehicle. Okay, let's paste this in, and let's go ahead and turn world view off, just like that. Let's drag this forward a little bit. Alright, so the 777X, or not 777X, the 777 is a little bit interesting for how the rear is. So it kind of goes up for a little bit, and then it kind of goes up a little bit like that, where it's kind of like flat, and then it goes back up more with a backward slope. So let's go ahead and do that. That'll be the rear. Now let's go ahead and start shaping this out. So let's go ahead and paste a few more of these, just like that. Okay, so we're going to need to delete this a little bit and replace it with these wedges, just like this right there. Okay, let's go ahead and drag this upwards to right here. Same with this little bit right here. Okay, we're actually gonna delete this little bit to be to about right there. Same with this and this as well as that. Okay, let's go ahead and drag this up to here, and then this will actually be 1x4 wedges, just like this. So let's drag this up to here. This will go down to here, this will go down to here, as well as this. Okay, so for these, it's a little bit interesting how I like to do it. So I usually just place this here so that this bottom part is lined up with the other wedge so it doesn't like overlap it. Then I do a 2x4 square, then I grab a inverted pyramid just like this, and I drag it up like this. Alright, so that way I can actually do a 1x2 block wedge on this axis, and then I can actually do a 4-to-1 slope. It's kind of ugly at the moment, but the reason being is because the devs didn't add enough wedges to satisfy my needs for this, or in fact satisfy it so we can even do this type of slope. Okay, so then for this, what we could do is just repeat this kind of like this. So we're going to go ahead and drag this up to here, we'll delete that, and then this, we'll drag up to here and delete that, and then we'll just simply fill in the walls, just like that. Alright, that is done and done. So, now let's go ahead and drag this to here. And then, what we'll do for this little bit, actually, is we'll just simply, let's delete this little bit, as well as this, and we'll put this slope right here so that on this axis it's evened out a bit more. So now let's go ahead, grab a 1x4 wedge, and we'll drag it up to here. Same with this, and then we'll just drag this to here. Okay, and then we'll drag these to here, just like that, as well as this. Okay, let's grab a 1x2 wedge, and we'll drag it to here. Same with this to here, as well as that to here, and then this to here. Okay, then we'll drag this 1x4 block wedge, wedge to right here, and then this little bit will be a bit more flat, just like that. Curious, actually we could probably do this. We could do a 1x2 slope and kind of like slope it a little bit, I think. Yeah, to make it more smooth. So yeah, we could do that too about right here. Just like that, and yeah, yeah, we'll leave that at that now. For this, I don't think there is, actually, yeah, there's a wedge for this. So we'll just simply drag this to over here, same with this to here. And then that little bit will have to be flat, so we'll just leave that there right now. Okay, so we want this surface to be fairly flat. So, let's go ahead and grab a 1x4 slope and drag this up to here, and then we can actually remove the layer. Grab the 1x4 wedge and just drag it to here. Okay, let's go ahead and place this right here. This will go to around here. Okay, we're gonna grab a 1x4 pyramid, and we'll simply place this along here as well as here. And then we'll drag this to here. Actually, these will be 1x4 slopes, or 1x4 wedges to up here. Just like that, and then we'll go up one more block, and there we go. Okay, so we'll have to drag one more up here. I think, yeah. Okay, then for this section, we'll just do these slopes, these wedges, all the way up to the top, just like this. Okay, so let's go ahead and drag this along here. There we go, and we have one more block. So what we can do here actually is we can, alright, I forgot this is a 1x4 block wedge slope for this last little bit. So we'll drag this to here. This will actually cover quite a few, or quite a little bit of area. So we can grab this wedge right here and just place this here. Let's delete this. So for this section, it's going to be a little bit of trial and error. So what we'll do is we'll actually drag this to be here, so we can grab this 2x4 inverted pyramid. Okay, then we'll grab a 1x2 wedge, drag it forward a little bit, and then we'll go and drag this to here. So let's grab a 1x4 wedge right here. We'll just drag that to there. Then for this last little bit, we'll just turn it into a 1x4, well, sorry, a 4x4 little slope, so that it slowly slopes like this. Actually, in fact, to add to the slope, we can just slope off in a different form. So we can just do this. So this will be a 1-4, then this will transfer to a 1-6 because it's going over 6 and it's going up 1. This will be a 1-8, and then this last, actually, we'll place this here. So this is also a 1-6. Then this last one will be a 1-8. Okay, so now let's go ahead and fill in the gaps just like this, and bam, that is our slope set. All right, now we got to clean this up a little bit, so let's start filling stuff in just like this. Okay, let's go ahead and drag this up to here. Let's grab our wedges and drag them to here as well as here. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this slope, the 1x1, and I'll just drag it across like that. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and drag that to there. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and fill in this little bit right here, and I think that will be good for now. I'm not entirely sure how much I like this. I'm not certain actually. So actually, I think there is something we could do. We could just drag this to here. So this little bit is a little bit more smooth, and we'll have to repeat the same on the other side. So let's go ahead and grab this, and we'll cut it, and then we'll paste it, which is Control-X, Control-V, etc. Okay, let's fill this a little bit in. Add that. There's a gap there, and there we go. Okay. Interesting. I'm not certain if we'll keep this or if we'll just leave it. Actually, I want to see what this looks like if we just kept it as the other way. So let's go ahead and grab this wedge right here, drag it here, then this 1x4 we'll drag to here. Okay, then the 1x4 we'll drag it to here, and then the 1x2 we'll drag that over. I don't know. Maybe we'll keep it. I don't know. We'll see. We might go back and change that later on. Okay, let's go ahead now. Let's go ahead and grab this a little bit as well as this. Same with this and that. Same with that, and let's cut it. And let's load up the 777X, not the 777X. Why is this gray? Oh, huh, that's odd. I wonder why he drug that all the way under here. Okay, now that it's back to normal, let's go ahead and grab the 777-200 ER length. So let's look that up really quick. Okay, the 777, the 777-200 LR is 63.7 meters. I wonder if that includes the vertical stabilizer or the control fins. I think it does. So it looks like we'll go 1 meter short of that. So we will go back 62.7 meters in length. So let's go ahead and go back from here. 62 meters. 62.7 meters to be precise. 62 would be right here. So we'll just go to 62.75. And let's go ahead and grab the selected area. And let's drag it back to here. Just like that. And we'll paste it in. Okay, now let's go ahead and delete this. And then for this little bit of a line, let's delete it. So let's delete to here, and then from here, we will delete to here. Alright, that is going to be the fuselage. Let's go ahead and copy and paste this middle section and fill in the blank a little bit. So let's go ahead and grab this section, copy this, and we'll paste it in a few times. So actually, let's go ahead and merge it back a little bit. And then we'll copy and paste what we just did. So let's go ahead and grab this, and then let's go ahead and paste this in several times, just like that, and bam, we are done with that. Now let's go ahead and merge everything really quickly. Alright, okay, that'll work. Let's go ahead and drag it out of the workbench really quick. So let's go ahead and grab this and drag it out. Okay, cool. I'm actually really liking this. I think it looks really good. So, this back section actually is going to have to stop. It looks to be right over here. So let's go ahead and paint this and mark this. So this slope will have to go all the way to here. It looks to be. So, everything beyond here is going to curve back slowly. So let's go ahead and select all of it. The first layer is going to be 3 blocks. So let's go ahead and bring it back 3 blocks. Okay, let's go back to the resize grid. Let's move it down 1. Okay, let's paste it back 3 blocks. Okay, then we'll go 4 blocks. So let's cut this and go back 4 blocks, just like that. Let's resize grid again. It'll be 4 blocks. Okay, then the next one will be 5 blocks. So let's go back 5 blocks, which will be right here. Okay, then let's resize grid, and then we'll go 6 blocks. So this is 4 right here. Let's go back 2 from there. And there we go. Okay, now let's go ahead and merge everything back within it. And I think that will work. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and fill everything back in with blocks again. So let's go ahead and delete these regular wedges that don't need to be here. Just excess blocks I meant. Okay, so actually we'll delete the rest of these off camera. Let's go ahead and fill in the gaps really quick. So I'll just do a quick time lapse. Okay, there we go. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and replace the color red and get rid of it really quick. So, now we need to do the area for the wings. So let's go ahead and get started with that, and then after that, beyond that, that'll be potentially the end of the episode. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'll still have more time with that, but that is probably what it's going to be. So let's go ahead and get started with that right away. So let's go ahead and grab the selection grid. Let's go to this, and let's just simply delete a big chunk of the fuselage itself, just like this. Let's cut it, and let's just clear content. Let's actually go back a little bit further. Alright, cool. That'll work. So it'll have to be, it looks to be fourth of the fuselage. So we're obviously going to not leave it as this, but we're going to cut and paste around the pyramids and all that. Well, cut and paste around the lengths and all that to make it look good. So let's just start with a basic shape. So I think it's going to have to go down 2 blocks. No, it looks like just 1 block for the actual area. So let's go ahead and drag this 1x4 or 2x4 pyramid up to here. Then we'll go with the 2x2 pyramids, and we'll just simply drag this like that. Okay, let's go ahead, grab this, and we'll create another layer just like this, and then we will drag these to here to fill in the blank, and then we'll grab it and drag it to the left just like that. Okay, let's go ahead, grab this, and just fill that in just like that. Okay. I'm not certain on how big of an area this will actually take up, so we'll just go with probably right here. This will probably be the overall size of the curved area. Okay, so that will be the size it'll need to be. Actually, I think we're actually gonna have to go down a block or maybe more, but we're actually gonna curve this in a little bit first. So let's go ahead and drag this to here, just to right here, and then we'll do another layer just like that. Okay, we can actually delete this little bit because it's not going to be within the XML bit. So this is going to be XML blocks and all that. So it'll have about 8 blocks of a radius, and then this will be the main block, and then I'll have 8 more blocks, so it's going to have to be 17 blocks. So let's go ahead, cut and save this as a XML block. Okay, let's go ahead and save that. Okay, I'm going to press Windows R, and then I'm going to search in %appdata, %/stormworks, /data, /vehicles, /, and then I'm going to press enter. And I am now in my vehicles folder. You guys obviously can't see it because my recording software is only on Stormworks, but that's alright. So I'm going to go through the XML files and experiment which number it'll be. So that was not it, so I'm going to choose a different number. I'm going to save it. Oh, that wasn't it. I'm going to save it. There we go. Okay, I'm going to load it. And there we go. That is the right length. So let's go ahead and paste that there as well as here. Let's invert it. So we'll press U. We'll move it to the other side. Okay, we'll move it over to the left one, and then down 2, and then forward a little bit. Alright, let's merge it. So it can't merge, obviously, because it didn't work, so we'll just merge it with a block like that. Then this top one should be able to merge. Yes, it can. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with a little bit extra that we still need to do for it. So we'll just simply bring that down to here, and then we'll drag this to here, and we'll grab a 2x4 wedge just like that, and then simply we'll just drag this to here, and then this will go to here. Okay, this will be the front little bit of the fuselage area for the wing. Okay, so the windows actually are going to be right here, so we'll leave 3 blocks of space for the emergency exit. Actually, we could probably go up 1 more, so let's go ahead and let's go ahead and grab this, and we'll just simply drag it up 1 block. Okay, so this will be the wing. well, this will be where everything touches and all that. So let's go ahead and grab a 2x4 pyramid, and actually we're going to reshape this a little bit. So let's go ahead and delete this row of blocks, just like that. Okay, we'll delete this right here, and we'll go with looks like we'll have to do a 1x1 XML, well not XML, but 1x1 wedge, or pyramid. I cannot speak right now. Cool. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this around to be right here, and that'll go there. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and drag the 2x2 pyramid to right here. Then we can go ahead and drag this a little bit to right here. Same with this. Now we'll do the other ones, which are 1x1s, so we'll just drag these like that. Okay. That, I think... No, you know what? We're going to go back a couple steps. So we're actually going to go ahead and delete this entire bit. So what we can do is... Actually, what we'll do is we'll delete this... Actually, hold on. So before we do all that, let's go ahead and go back a bunch of steps. What we're going to do now is we're just going to grab this. We're going to select this as well as this and that and this, and we'll copy it. Then we'll go back. Oh, that was the wrong step. I need to go forward. So I need to go forward quite a few steps, just like that. Okay, then we'll delete this, and then we'll get our connection. So let's go ahead and do a 2x2 pyramid, and we'll drag this to here, just like that. And then same with this, we'll drag this down to here. So the reason why we're making this more stubby, which is what I'm doing, is because we need to, at the back, make the back one a little bit more curved down like this, and then the front one will be more stubby. So now let's go ahead, actually, let me just move this up a little bit and paste it there to the side. Leave that alone for a bit. Okay, so right here, what we're going to do is we're actually going to grab these over here. We're going to delete that, same with this, and we'll go ahead and move this forward. So let's go ahead and grab from here and beyond forward, and we'll just go ahead and grab this in the selection grid, just like this. We're going to cut it, and we're going to move it just like that. Alright, cool. So, actually we lost a block in the process, a XML block, so let's simply cut it, move it up to, and then move it back to here. Okay, we'll press U and invert it after we merge this, and we'll just move it over here to right here. Okay, there we go. And now let's go ahead and fill this in. And this little bit we're actually going to delete and replace these with 1x2 pyramids and inverted pyramids. Okay, let's grab these right here, and we'll simply drag these, almost drag these back. This needs to be replaced with this, and then this could be that. Okay, let's grab a 1x4 pyramid, and we'll place this here. This will be a 1x1 wedge, and let's grab these right here, these 2x2 sets, and we'll drag this to here. Actually, we'll drag it to here. Okay, we'll grab our pyramids and drag this forward just like that. Same with this, and we'll drag that forward, and there we go. Okay, cool. So now what we're going to do is we're going to simply drag these forward and fill in the blank just like that, and there we go. Okay, cool. So this will be the front plane. Well, at least as far as the fuselage. Well, that's not true. Sorry, the fuselage is the overall bit. Alright. So this will be the front of the, I think it'll be called the belly section. I think that's what people refer to it as. So that'll be the belly section. What we're going to do now is we're going to delete that, and we'll drag it to here. So we only need to go 9 blocks because the radius will be 4 plus the center. So let's go ahead and copy this, and we'll save this XML block. Okay, I'm going to go into my vehicle files. I'm going to edit the one, and I'll replace one of the numbers with the number 9. Let me go ahead and load it now, and perfect. Yeah, I got it the first time. Cool. Now let's go ahead and paste it and invert it like we just did. Okay, we'll do the same over here. Let's go ahead and paste, or place a block on each side, and we'll merge it just like that. And let's go ahead and grab this section right here, this little bit, so we can cut it and paste it down. So let's grab everything, let's cut it. Okay, we missed that, so let's clear content, let's press Ctrl Z, and there we go. Well, I meant let's select that a little bit, clear content, and then, yeah. Okay, so we'll drag this back to here, paste it in, and then for this front section, it needs to go back a little bit, so let's go ahead and grab this. Same with this, as well as this and that. So let's cut it. Let's move it back to, I'm gonna say back to right here. It's actually probably gonna have to go back further on this, but let's go ahead and fill this back in. So let's go ahead and grab from here to here, and then we'll go to the other side just like that. Same with here, and we'll paste this in and fill back in. All right. Okay, let's merge this a little bit, and this back section will have to go back further. So let's go ahead and grab all of this. Let's grab that. Let's grab this, and we'll go with this much of this area. Okay, so let's go ahead and drag it back to, I'm gonna say right here, and then we'll repaste it, and let's fill this other section back in. So let's drag this down to here. We'll delete this because that's not necessary. Same with this and this. Okay, let's go ahead and fill the rest of the belly in with my 2 wedges. So let's do that before we do the 1x1 wedges, and we'll just drag that forward. Okay, the 1x1s we'll drag forward just like that. Same with these 1x1s, and there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and fill this in just like that. Okay, let's grab a 1x4 wedge, and we'll drag that across there. Then for here, what we'll do is we'll grab this, we'll delete that, we'll replace this with a 1x4 wedge, and we'll drag this forward just like that. So the reason why we replaced that is so we can get a nice 1x4 slip right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and place a 1x4 block wedge right here, and there we go. Okay, let's fill in the rest of the belly, and bam. Let me see how long this episode is. Okay, so I've been recording for 27 minutes. This will probably be close spaced where I'll end the episode. Actually, I think rather than ending the episode, I'm gonna fix this to be different. So I'm gonna delete all of this progress right here, grab this 2x2 pyramid, and we'll just drag it down like this, and then we'll drag this down to here. And then for here, grab a 1x2 pyramid, 1x2 pyramid, yeah. And then we'll grab this 1x2 pyramid, inverse pyramid, and we'll place there. Then we'll grab a 1x1 pyramid, and we'll drag this to right here. We'll place this right here. So then we can get a very dull effect, I want to say, almost. So let's go ahead and delete a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Then this will have to be a 2x2 pyramid. So let me try to place this here, see if that works. Yes, that does. What about this? I can indeed place a wedge here. So, this is lined up. That's good. Let me place these right along here. So then we'll need to grab this. This will have to be a 2x2 inverse pyramid. So we'll have to drag it up to there, and this will just simply place here. Then this will just go right here. Okay. I think it'll be smoother if we actually replace these as well with 2x2s. Well, not smooth, but dull. We're trying to go for a dull look for the front. So the front is going to be more rounded, and the back is going to be more at a sharper attack angle, I want to say would be the right terminology, but I'm not certain. So we'll just go back and replace all these with these wedges right here. So let's place this here, and then this will have to be a 2x2 pyramid. So let's go ahead and place it right here. Let's line it up just like that. Let's delete that. Cool. And now what we'll do is we'll actually delete that. We're gonna have to grab new XML blocks so that they fit better. So now, besides the XMLs, all we have to do is fill this a little bit in, just like that. Okay, we'll grab the 2x2s and we'll just simply do this. Okay. Well, I did do it less dull effect, but it's kind of too dull, I want to say. But I don't know. I think it looks fine in my opinion. Okay, so let's go ahead and get on with the XML bit. So we need to go back 4 so we can actually grab our original XML and we can just load it back in. We'll have to drag it from over here, up 1 and to the left 1. Okay, we'll paste it, we'll invert it, and we'll drag it over to here, just like this, and we'll paste it in. Okay, let's merge it. Same with this side, we'll merge that as well. Okay, then we'll go down to blocks, inward 1, and then word 2. Actually, we're gonna have to replace the size first, so it's gonna have to be 5 blocks across. So I just saved the other file. Now we have it at 5 blocks. Cool. Let's paste it here. Let's invert it. Let's bring it over to the other side, just like that. Okay, now let's merge it. So we need to place these blocks down first. Okay, merged. And let's do the same over here. Okay, there we go. Alright, now what we'll do next is grab this section, and we'll just simply grab all of it, we'll cut it, and we'll move it back to here. Okay, there we go. So that will be all for now. So I think what we'll do is actually fill this a little bit in. So let's grab this, move it over, and there we go. Okay, so what I think we can do is we could just simply drag this over to here, and let's put that there, and that still creates the nice smooth effect. Okay, so this section's going to be a little bit different. It's going to curve a little bit slower, so we can actually just delete a whole bunch of this, and then we'll drag this back to here. Then we'll drag this to here. We'll have to delete this little bit. Actually, we could drag all this back to be more smooth. We could just delete all this. We're just gonna need a little bit longer of an XML block. So yeah, I think we'll end up doing that. So, actually, this little bit, let's try and make it a little bit more smooth. So let's change these to 1x1 wedges, and we'll just simply go with that. So let's just simply change these to 1x2s now. We'll drag this to here, then we'll actually have to delete quite a bit of this, like surprisingly a lot. So let's get that done really quick. Okay, so let's change this to 1x1s, and we'll just drag this up to here. This will be a 1x1 right here. That will be there. Okay, we'll place this right here, and I think we'll actually just drag this to here. That'll be fine. Let's delete the XML blocks, and we'll delete this one too. I'm just curious, could we just transfer this directly and would it still look good? So if we dragged this back a little bit, so to right here, no, we're gonna have to completely restart for that. Okay, let's press Ctrl Z twice and 3 times, and we'll just delete this and get started with that a bit. So let's just delete that, just like that, and then we're good. Okay, now we need to drag this. Actually, we could try and just do with these alone, and then afterwards we can change a few other wedges. So we could actually drag this back to here, just like that. We could maybe try something else actually. So let's go ahead and place this back here. This right here will go to here. You know what? Let's go back with the original design. Let's see if I can go back far enough or if it's too late. Okay. So if I press Control Z a bunch of times, it'll help. Yeah. Okay, we still have the original design. I think we'll just go with this. But beyond here, we're gonna go at a slower slope. So let's grab 1x1 wedges, and we'll simply place 4 of them here. Then this will go up 1, and then we'll do 4. Then it'll go up 1, just like this. Okay, and there we go. So that has a slow slope now. That's good. Let's go ahead and fix the XML blocks really quick. So we'll just have to drag this over to here. Okay, this is too short, so the original block will be 25 blocks, so the radius is 24. So let's change the front XML, the original XML, to be 25, which is now fixed and done. So let's go ahead and drag this up to here and across. Oh, actually, we need to drag it up to here. Okay, there we go. Cool. That works out. Let's invert it. Let's change these to be XML as well, just like that. Where is it? We'll need to merge this one with here. There we go. So then, looks like we could actually do. Hold on. Let's delete this one first. So this one will need to be here. Radius will have to be 25 as well. So we could actually just simply move it over down 1 or down 2 and then across 1. So let's do that really quick, and then we'll just simply paste it, invert it, and then do it on the other side. Okay, now we'll have to merge it really quick, so let's do that. Just like that. Bam, and done. Alright, cool. So, since we're already doing XML, might as well do XML this, XML that. So what I think we'll do is actually we'll change these two right here to be 5 blocks, and actually we'll do 6 blocks. No, we'll do 7 blocks, 1x7s. Yeah, no, we'll do a 1x6 and then a 1x7. So actually, let me just put on time-lapse mode really quick, and then I'll get to it. So yeah, just enjoy the time-lapse really quick. Alright, cool, that's bam and done. Well, that's done and done. Cool. Alright, so that's going to be the wing connector part for the actual 777. So now let's go ahead and save this as Boeing 777-200 ER fuselage. And yeah, fuselage. Okay, cool. Now that that's saved, I think we're actually going to end the episode here. So let's spawn it in, check it out, see if it's alright, see if anything is not merged properly. So, looks to be fine actually. So, let's go ahead and enter this. Wow, this is a big fuselage. Okay, so we have a few errors here and there, which is totally fine. It doesn't really matter. We're not doing the cabin this instant. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to end the episode here. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join my Discord. It'll be linked down below. And while you're at it, you might as well turn on notifications so you're notified every single time I upload. So with that said, I will see you guys in the next one. So yeah, bye for now.